Okay, here's a quick, cheap, easy fix if you're tired of looking at the tire pressure monitor light and you don't want to go out and get them replaced and reprogrammed and all that, and you're just wanting to cover up that light. An easy little trick is to just use some tape, some black tape. I got some electrical tape here. I already popped some of this off. I broke it loose because I couldn't do it with just one hand. Basically all I did is this trim ring here that goes around. I lowered the steering wheel here. You have the lock at the bottom that allows it to go up and down. I just dropped it down like that. Got my thumb underneath here. It's got this piece of rubber. Kind of was able to give it a pop on each side. It's got a couple tabs. And then I just reached around with my hands and kind of popped here and here. And it actually tucks under this trim piece. I was able to just carefully pop it up and pull it out from underneath there. You can remove this if you'd like. It's just you got to be careful not to scratch it. You really need like a little plastic tool to pry up. Mine's still attached at the bottom. I just was able to pop that loose by pulling on this gently. And I'll show you where the tabs are at. You can see there's a tab here, a little pink tab, one there. You can see where they lock in right in the center there. And then you have some tabs around the sides and at the bottom, which you can see. Here's the other one there, and on the sides. These are a little different. You can see they don't actually lock in really tight. You can just pull on them and remove them. There's this one. And then once you get that removed, you have this little shield here, which, let me see if I can kind of get it lined back up for you. All right, so it sits in here like this, and you can see there's a tab here. All I did is push down and then pulled it out, and I did the same thing here. And then there's one on this corner up here and one over here and at the bottom. These were a little trickier. I couldn't get my finger up underneath there to get to that. So what I did is I used this little pick. I was able to go up underneath, push gently, and then at the same time with my hand pull out. And this one popped out, and that one, and I believe I broke that one. I didn't hear nothing break, but I'm seeing that that tab right there looks to be broke. But this one released, and that tab is still good. So be careful if it's cold out. It's pretty cold out here today. It's only like 40 something. The plastic's probably a little more brittle. If it's in a warm shop or it's a warm day, you can probably do this and have better success than I did. And like I said, I think I broke that other tab. But once you get that released, then the tire pressure monitor light is right up there. It's hard to see, but I just put it, there you go. I put a little tiny piece of black tape. I just cut it. You don't want to cover up that ABS light that's just below it, right under here. And then you have your airbag light and another, that's a check engine light. So just be careful. It's probably best if you turn it on. Just turn the ignition on like this, and all your lights, so you can see the ABS light, so I'm just above it. You can do that. This is a cheap little fix if that thing's glowing in your face and you don't want to see it. This is a 2010 Toyota Corolla. I'm sure quite a few years you might be able to do this with. Hopefully that'll help you out. Cheap little fix.